Alright, we are live with session 11, right? Yep, session 11. Hunter the Reckoning, first edition. Last time, there was a bit of an incident. Who would like to remind us what happened?
It was an incident? I don't remember. Owen, you're muted.
I think I'm spaced out during some of it. I know we were like in a search party. I'm still not sure how we ended up at the cabin, but we ended up at a cabin. There was a fight.
You were looking for missing people. That's right. The search party looking for like a missing hiker. I remember it. Yeah. Okay.
Testing.
Yep. Now you go.
Can hear you now?
Yes, last time there was a news report about a missing hiker, and we, being a variety of good Samaritans who did not suspect anything supernatural at work, decided to go into the woods and look for this missing hiker, along with, an organized search effort. And we decided to bring our friendly neighborhood warlock around to see just how friendly he was. And that was a good idea, as we ran into a cabin with several Walking Dead in it. And we were in a bit of a rough spot dealing with one of them while there were three more trying to get at us until a werewolf showed up and just started absolutely annihilating them. And then after he had pretty much wiped them out, or a few of them did run away, but cleared them out of the cabin, and we found our missing hiker was in there, prepared for whatever they had in mind for him. He apparently he talked to the one of us who hadn't run away yet, which was
that was me.
Yes, that was Cody, and told him to retrieve the hiker. And did he ever identify himself as Dakota to us? I know Joe referred to him as that on the call.
No, he did not.
No.
Okay.
Everybody except Cody happened to come under the effect of the delirium. So it was a matter of rationalizing what you saw and heard and dealt with, which sounded a lot like a bear attack in the cabin. And then terror and fleeing. So he never identified himself to anybody.
Okay.
Yep. He just he basically said, "Hey, the people are in there," and then went chasing after the crazy people that And I was like, "Okay, you can deal with them. I'm good with that."
All right. So now I guess after a few minutes of panicked running, we've managed to collect ourselves and regroup, or?
Yes. We will say it is everybody. Let's do it this way. Everybody give me a wits plus survival roll.
Including me.
Standard difficulty.
Level-headed applies?
No, level-headed does not apply here.
Okay.
Yes, even Cody. Because Cody, you lost your guide.
Oh, right. To get back, you mean?
Yep.
Okay. Wits plus survival, you said?
Yes. No, everybody got at least one. Okay. So it is getting close to sundown. In the mountains, the sun has already dropped below the highest of the hills and the trees, so it is starting to not quite get dark, but it's getting that shadowy fall across the land. When everybody finds yourself getting back to the truck. Random order, not everybody arrives at the same time, but the truck seems to be the safest fallback point, and that's where the first person gets to alone, and then probably about 20 minutes later somebody else comes, not quite running at this point. Who would
Okay.
have been carrying Daniel? Would that
Not
be Cody,
me.
since Cody had a bit of their wits about them?
Yeah, I would at least start until I found somebody else. It would be slow
Question:
going.
does anyone in our group have a strength score?
I have a 1.
Same here. Seems you're well prepared for this.
Yeah.
Well, that's strength
Apparently,
score.
it'll take 2 or 3 of us to carry.
We met up before we got back to the truck, or
No.
Then whoever
Everybody
was
bolted in their own direction,
Oh,
and the truck is where
okay,
you're meeting up at.
I will slowly be carrying him is what's going to be happening. That's what's happening.
I see. Okay.
Hey, I've been working out a lot more recently. I got this. I can handle this.
Working out, but not spending that XP on it.
So
Yes.
Cody and Daniel are the last to arrive at the truck then.
Shocker.
Walton and his companions are already there. They were not the first to get back, but they were the second group.
Honestly, a little surprised they weren't the first, given their specialty. But yeah, all right.
Yeah. Can someone help me with him? He's heavy.
Oh,
Please.
yes.
Really heavy.
Yeah, all right.
Run over, help, pick up like half a leg worth of help.
Are we giving up?
I got him like hunched over my back, carrying him like this. Like,
Are we giving up? Are we giving up the search and never gonna find the lost hiker?
We have to block
That's Lost Hiker right there, isn't it?
This guy right here that I'm holding on my back.
Oh
No, that's Daniel.
Oh, Daniel. Wait, wasn't
Yeah.
there?
That
Wasn't
is
the
your-
hiker was
hiker
in there?
Daniel was
No,
first in the
wait. I'm
fight.
sorry.
Wasn't
I'm
the
really
hiker in the
confused. My
cabin? I
brain.
thought that was.
The hiker was in the cabin, right?
The hiker was in the cabin, yes. Daniel Myers got mauled and went unconscious right outside.
Yeah, and
Right.
Oh, okay.
half of
I got
half-
confused.
and half of us never saw anybody inside that cabin.
Right.
Okay.
So I have okay.
Carl, I would ask again: are we giving up on this search
Right.
for the hiker?
No, I'm sorry. Let me clarify 2 things. First, I would have gone in and checked on the hiker. He was okay, or like, is he hurt or no?
He was hurt, he was unconscious, and he was bound.
Ugh, I can't carry them both though.
Do you have first aid at all?
And the see, do
Or medicine.
I do. I have medicine.
Yeah, just having the medicine skill is enough to know that he's probably not safe for you to move.
Oh, he's that hurt. Okay, I see. Okay, yeah. So I would have drugged Daniel, and and I would have put him on Zach, and then I would have been like, okay, the other guy is too hurt to move.
You're
The
The hiker,
You would have done what?
the hiker, he's too hurt to move.
Oh, so we need to go.
If you
How
move him,
long
it'll
would it take us
probably
to
do
get
more
back?
damage.
How long did it take us to get back there?
How long do I think?
With Walton, it took you guys about an hour to reach there.
We were wandering around looking at the time, though. I mean, like, now that we know where the cabin is, right? How long will it take us to get back there?
Oh, no, sorry. With Walton, it'll take about an hour. You guys were wandering around a little bit until he found a side passage and started going direct. Just going direct now, it'll probably take you about an hour.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
we can.
Should probably have some sort of contact to EMS or something.
Is there a way to get closer?
Yeah.
With
Oh,
the
you have
truck?
the radio.
Can we get closer with the truck somehow?
Perhaps if you drive around and try to find another way to approach it?
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
It was
Come on,
not
everybody, let's go.
drivable in the direction you guys went, though.
I got that. Yeah. So let's do that. Carl, make sure Daniel
do you
Secure
wanna-
gets in the truck.
Do you want to call in assistance, or do you think you can handle?
I don't see what the point would be, right? We know where he is. We're going to have to load him up, and then we're going to have to drive out.
Right, but we can't move him, right? I think that was the point, is that
we're not
The point is-
medical
safe to
professionals
move.
here.
Hold on,
He's
listen.
too hurt to move.
I'm assuming you can't move him because carrying him would flop around a bit and stuff like that. But if we make what do you call it, a gurney, real quick out of.
Oh, I
out
see.
of
Based on
I mean-
what he's saying, does that sound like something doable or no? Or does he need on the site medical attention? Probably.
For that, I'll need a roll. Intelligence plus medicine.
Can I assist?
No, not on forming an opinion.
Okay.
Because I was the only one that saw him, so that makes sense. But...
All right.
Okay. Oh. Okay, 2, yeah.
With 2, it looked like he probably needed professional help, but you might be able, if you guys are careful and have a stable platform ability, you might be able to get him out safely.
Okay. We might, but something like an aerial maneuver would probably be much better for him.
Yeah, so let's call him and help them.
Okay.
In these situations, minutes count. So if we could have gotten to him quickly and load him in the back of the truck and slowly drove out, I think it would have been better. But this sounds like this is the way it's going to have to be done.
Yeah, you have the radio, so you just call him in.
Oh, okay. I called him.
You can call it in. They ask for some coordinates, which case, with everybody there, you can probably find out on one of the maps that you guys had which grid section it was marked off as and such. So yes, you can easily provide them the coordinates.
Okay. General location, direction, look for the cabin, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they did call the, what was the nearby, I think it was...
Oh, the larger city.
Harrisonburg. For a helicopter. So one is a few minutes away. Obviously they're not going to have it going around here in the mountains without knowing anything, but it is a few minutes away.
Fine. Still better than what we can do, so.
Yeah.
I guess we'll... Okay, guys. There's a lot of mess in that place. What kind of story are we going to give these guys?
Well...
Why say anything significant? Just that we found them.
Yeah, okay.
we know if we
none of us really... Go ahead.
So yeah, we knew he was in there. So our story needs to include that. So it could just be something along the lines of, well, we saw some people there. We saw him through the window, but before we could confront them or anything like that, there was a bear attacked, and well, we just kind of panicked, scattered, and it took us this long to regroup and get back to where we could get a signal.
Why be so complicated? We found the cabin with the hitchhiker inside, and just as we did, some figure rushed out, damaged Daniel, and everybody ran.
That's basically what I said, but okay.
I mean, they're going to start asking like what bear and don't provide all those details. Just keep it short and simple.
Fair enough.
What is Daniel's condition?
For the moment, he is stable but unconscious.
Does
I thought
he look like
didn't I get him
medical?
up during the?
Possibly.
He's here. It's fine. Does he look like he needs medical attention immediately or no?
I don't think so. Hold on.
I think it was all. I don't think he took any wounds.
Yeah, I don't think he took any lethal. I think it was just
It was all bashing.
bashing.
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
Yeah, he is down to wounded and bashing, so he is. Okay. He will recover. He is physically fine.
He just needs to rest.
He passed out. He's tired.
Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah, he got some bruises here and there, but nothing too serious. Okay. All right, so he just needs rest. I'm cool with that. All right, cool. So yeah, all right. Yeah, I think we could just say that we found him. We don't even have to say look, he slipped down the ridge. See, it's fine. We don't even have to mention another person.
He's in a cabin tied up, so
No. Oh, I would have untied him.
Oh, Dan,
it's not like I would have untied him.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, Daniel. Okay. I would have untied the guy to examine him. It's not like I'm going to keep him tied up.
Yeah.
Jeez.
But yeah, well, I guess they can decide how to interpret that, and hopefully the Walking Dead aren't coming back there anytime soon.
With a werewolf coming after them and chasing them down, I don't think that's probably going to happen. Like an okay one, because I think he saved that guy's life. I don't understand supernatural creatures.
Yeah, werewolf. Guess that makes sense.
Yeah.
I saw something different in the moment, but I wasn't seeing clearly.
Oh, right. Yeah, you guys all kind of split. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was definitely a werewolf.
And he didn't attack you, just them?
Yeah, he was absolutely just after them. He just basically said, "Hey, the dude's in there," and then ran off after them. So I was like, okay. Had no intention of coming after us. Yes, he did.
Well,
I mean,
maybe
I don't know why I'm calm about this, but it was definitely an experience. So.
Well, it definitely sounds a lot more pleasant than the previous experience with the supernatural that we had a few minutes before. So
maybe that's why I'm so accepting of it. It was actually a decent one, sort of. I don't even know. Anyways, let's go to the cabin. We'll meet them there so we can explain. Okay?
Sure.
Yeah. So we'll go to the cabin. That way they can, if they have any questions, but keep it simple. Don't overcomplicate it, okay? No complicated stories. We just found him. We have no idea what else happened to him.
But it takes us an hour to get there.
Yeah, were you going to try to drive around and find the way down or hike?
No, it did say it was going to take an hour, didn't they? We'll just say if they're arriving there, why don't we just meet them at the base camp and we can give them our report there. There's no reason for us to wander over there.
Yeah.
They got it. Because they'll be done and gone by the time we get there, so.
Yep, you can now hear the helicopter approaching the area.
Okay, cool.
Sounds good.
I hope those guys didn't come back after I left that guy there. I just thought about it. It's been like an hour. Oh wait, how long has it been that I left the guy?
Oh, since you guys were at the cabin, it's probably been about 2.5 hours now.
Jesus. Okay.
Involved a lot of running in multiple directions, then calming down, then finding your way back,
and me just slowly walking to the truck.
Yeah.
Carrying Daniel on my back. I blame Daniel for my slowness. Okay. All right. We'll wait for like a confirmation over the radio that they got him.
Yeah, on the radio you do hear reports of the helicopter checking in, cabin sighted. They're going to try lowering a couple of the medics down at a distance because of the trees. They can't get staff on the ground, but they will then lower down the stretcher on the line once they get in position that way. So there's check-ins every once in a while reporting progress through the process. No mention at all of what else is seen or found at the cabin.
Yeah, probably for the best.
I mean, yep. If they have any questions, then we'll deal with them when we get there. So, all right, yeah, we'll meet them back at base camp. So we'll head back to base camp.
All right, you start heading back to base camp. A few minutes later, you hear they have him secured. They are now heading towards the hospital.
Cool. All right, yay, success. Okay, I feel good. We did a good job on this one.
I wasn't expecting it to go this way, but since it did, yes, this did go well.
Walton walks up to you guys.
I mean,
at this point, that was interesting.
It was interesting.
Yeah, that was very interesting. I'm still trying to figure out. And he kind of gets a strange look on his face as though...
I think we should work on coordination. Sorry, what?
He gets a look on his face as though he's trying to figure out how to word things and just kind of trails off.
Walton.
Or, yeah, Martin, sorry. I was saying the wrong name.
Yeah, Martin Sutton.
Oh, I forgot he was there. See, my home brain. It's like, wait.
His
yes.
two friends they're sitting inside the truck, kind of out of it. They look physically exhausted.
Yeah, that makes sense. So I will actually look at him. Are you doing okay?
Yes, I think I am. I've heard some rumors, but I've never... Well, I'd have to verify a few things.
Yes, it's a revelation seeing them in person. Are they going to be okay? Just gesturing to his minions.
Oh yeah, they'll be fine. Once we get them back to town, they'll grab a bite to eat, get some rest. They should be all right.
Are they going to remember any of this?
I'm sorry?
Are they going to remember any of this?
Them?
Yeah.
He kind of stops and looks at you guys. They'll remember enough.
All right, fair enough. Hmm. Okay. Well,
I do want to apologize for putting you in harm's way like this. I honestly didn't expect this to be dangerous.
Yeah, no one expects to manage Inquisition. Let's get out of
Anybody
here.
here could have been in danger. That's part of volunteering to help.
yeah, somebody could have fallen down. Look at Daniel and tripped down a hill. Does it take much to get hurt out in the wilderness?
No, not at all. Slip on a loose branch that's fallen to the ground and break your leg.
Yeah. Tree branches just can fall down on top of you without even realizing it. Terrible things.
Or you could accidentally find a werewolf.
I mean, yeah. Yeah, there's that too.
Martin shakes his head. Nah. That's not something that accidentally can happen.
Hmm. Yeah,
You're
there's
saying that was on purpose?
No, I'm saying that. Never mind. He
Ah.
gets in the truck.
Okay. Let's go.
he's like I don't know what you guys are talking about.
It's fine.
Oh yeah, okay. Yep. So we'll quietly just drive back to the base camp at that point.
Yep. You get back to
For
base camp.
Daniel.
They are starting to get some lights out. They have little portable generators with a few spotlights so that people can start coming in and finding their way back in if they're still out in the field. They're checking in, keeping radio contact with some of the groups that are out. Doesn't seem to be anybody missing or experiencing any problems. So they expect that probably within the next couple hours, everybody will be back, and then they can call off the search. Well, they've called off the search. After a few hours, everybody will be back. They can head back in.
Yeah.
And hopefully no one else went missing during the search. That would be awkward.
Yeah.
All right.
We'll get Daniel medical attention, you know. And I'm sure they have a medical camp or tent set up somewhere.
Oh, here, yes.
Yeah, so we'll ship him over there. Let them deal with his scrapes and bumps.
Yeah, there's somebody here that can apply some antiseptic and bandages and stuff.
He'll be fine. He's all patched up.
He looks all right after a bit.
Yeah. Do they actually ask us any questions, or are they just kind of like, cool, we're good? Just curious.
No, they don't ask any questions yet.
Thought so.
Yeah, that'll be tomorrow.
Yeah.
Once the hiker wakes up.
Is the question of how much the hiker really remembers, right?
And how much he is rationalized away as normal people do.
Yes, as normal people do.
All right. Well, this sounds like it has been a very long day, so time to head on home and get some sleep.
Yeah, I guess we'll wait till they like officially pack up and get everybody in. There's no point in just in case. We want to make sure everybody gets back first.
Yeah, I wouldn't. If anyone else went missing, then we might be concerned about those couple of Walking Dead that went running off into the woods.
Yeah. So we'll wait until all the groups are back in.
Twitch is giving me issues. That was weird. Let me make sure the stream is still going. Okay, seems like it is. Alright, so you get back to town. What day was this? This was Tuesday the 29th. That night, on the local news, there are reports that the missing hiker was found due to a combined volunteer effort, stuff like that. Nothing specific on the circumstances that he was found in. And then... how long do you guys want to lay low-ish? Or recuperate?
Lay low-ish and recuperate. Okay. Yeah, I mean,
As in, like, I don't think any of us are volunteering to go talk to the police in the next 20 minutes. So,
yeah,
if they have questions, they have questions.
Yeah,
right. We'll be getting our water. We'll be helping anybody who might have, needs water. We'll be passing out water and organ, that kind of thing. But we won't be like, we're not being obvious, but we're not trying to hide. If that makes sense.
Okay.
We're just normal.
And not making a big deal about us being the ones who found him or anything.
Yeah. No, we're not making a big fuss about that at all. So.
All right, so it's probably Thursday when
Halloween.
Yeah. Wait, what day was this? Just so I know my days
this
of the
was
week.
Tuesday the 29th. So that's
Okay.
when that happened. So Thursday on the 31st.
So no one talks to us. We're fine. We just leave.
Yeah,
and
nobody
stuff like
talks
that, right?
to you that night or Wednesday. Thursday morning, there are phone calls and messages waiting at various, wherever you guys get phone calls, looking for interviews, because the brief message says word was that you were part of the group that found the missing hiker. So they would just like to get your take on the situation.
Look, we have our very own reporter that can do the scoop for us. We're fine. We'll let him. It's great. What are you talking about? That's the reporter that will get the scoop on this story. And that
Yeah, we already promised him an exclusive.
Yeah, he's got the exclusive on this, so it's fine. So we will. I will decline any interviews at this moment.
Okay. Does anybody, or is anybody, doing anything special for Halloween? Planning a party, going to a party? There are a few parties in town.
There is something. I will send a message to Sarah before probably Wednesday, because I'm assuming that's when I would have noticed it. Telling her to check the message boards. There's something very important on it.
Oh, right.
Probably would have told Dr. Ezekiel too, just not Carl, because I don't know how Carl would take things. So I don't trust Carl to not do something crazy. So.
Let me make sure I have my dates right on that. I think it is.
Yeah. Wait, when? Yeah, I don't remember the posting date actually. The 10/15,
October, right?
Is that right?
Yeah, October.
Then
The
yeah,
October 15
31st
one.
was a Thursday.
But yeah, there's
oh no,
so-
I typed the date wrong. Let me edit that real quick.
Okay. I couldn't remember which. Yeah, I was like, wait, is that right? Was it that long ago? But yeah, I would have told Dr. Ezekiel too. There's something important on the message boards that you should read, and we should meet to talk about it. Oh,
So there
you
is
were,
a college party at. Oh wait, I was looking at the bars. Let's go to the city map.
oh, just a couple of days ago then. Okay.
Yeah, I put a 1 instead of a 2. So there is a party at the castle. There is also a party at the Crystal Water Parlor.
What a place.
There's a couple haunted houses in town at various rented out warehouses or schools that happen to be closed down. Like high school, high school students volunteered. They're doing a little haunted house there and stuff.
I'm assuming that Fern, given that she's 10, would want to go trick or treating. So I'm gonna guess I'm gonna end up wherever they end up. But I'm not sure if they're hunted and go home sort of people.
I think Sarah would probably end up going to the castle.
Yeah.
Definitely
And
not
for,
going to a college
Ezekiel.
party with a 10-year-old girl. That's not happening.
It's probably a safe bet.
Definitely not doing that.
What
I
about
didn't make
Carl?
birthdays for them.
I think Halloween would be a good night to start trailing the coroner.
Okay. Give me... I believe this is... dexterity plus drive.
Oh, that was kind of lame, but no failures. No, sorry, no ones, I mean.
Let's see, coroner gets a perception alertness to notice, but that doesn't necessarily mean he's going to put 2 and 2 together just yet, so... At some point, the coroner realizes there's a car following him, but there's nothing really to make him suspicious about it. Probably start at the morgue. He's working late. His personal car is there. Then rather late, he goes out with an assistant, hops in the van, starts to drive. Ends up down near that area where he works a crime scene that already happens to be set up with police there presently. It's probably there a good 2 or 3 hours before they load the body in the van and he drives it back to the morgue.
Okay. I just track his movements and make note of them. That's all.
All right. For Cody, Cody, you are going out trick-or-treating.
Yay.
It passes fairly uneventfully.
Yeah, he's going. I wonder would he go all out for his. Let's see, what would he do costume-wise? That's a question. It's kind of a. He might have fun with it. He'll probably just do some like alien costume. He's not doing like a, it would be one of those things where he might have done a vampire, but now does not want to do a vampire. So he's just like found some alien head or something like that, and that's what he is. He's an alien.
Then in 3 months, we're gonna run into the whole thing with aliens abducting people, and you're gonna think something new.
Yeah, I'm like.
It's all your fault.
Everything is.
Mm-hmm.
At the castle that night, it is also mostly uneventful. A lot of people show up. The castle is not a huge place, but it is a local favorite for around the college. Where did my list go? Martin is there. Also, Sean is there for a while. Demetria does not show up. This is not her thing for the
No, it didn't seem like
college
it would
crowd. At some point, Dakota shows up, along with lots of other college students.
be. Okay. Out of curiosity, is Dakota? Is this okay? Are people wearing costumes to this, or is this like mostly just people drinking?
Yes, people are wearing costumes.
Okay. What costume does Dakota have? I'm just curious. Is this like aggressively on the nose, or something completely unrelated?
Let me see.
The serial killing priest.
Dakota is dressed up like with his looks. I forgot movie set. popular movies that month too. Dakota shows up dressed in a long black wig with hair covering his eyes. He is not a very buff-looking guy, and he is wearing a white dress that's kind of torn at the edges. And it doesn't take much to put that he is dressed like the character from The Ring.
Well, fair enough. Okay.
That's one way to do it.
Sean is dressed like Dick Tracy.
I should have gone that route. Now I feel bad. Hey, I'm not there, but still, that would have been great next year. Next year.
And Martin is dressed like... Martin is dressed like Jar Jar Binks. Complete with a head extension so that he has the fake head up above his own type of thing.
That fits horrifically well. Okay, thank you. All right. Well, Sarah will be like vaguely, somewhat paranoid for the first half of the night, probably, of just like, is something weird going to happen? It's the first Halloween that she knows monsters exist, so she's kind of expecting something weird to happen. But if nothing does, then she's just going to start relaxing and blowing off some steam from the last few weeks of deranged pressure.
Yeah, nothing. Everything seems to be relatively calm. People are well behaved.
And what about the non-people? Yeah, those are the really important.
The non-people are also well behaved.
All right, fair enough.
The non-people.
What was the character's name in The Ring? The little girl.
Oh.
Does she have a name? I guess she does. I don't remember it though.
I don't either.
It's not in the summary.
Samara. Okay.
Hmm.
So yeah, Dakota is dressed like Samara. And then at about midnight, Sean gets a phone call, answers it, and seems to, at that point, abruptly begin to work to pay his tab that he's been buying drinks for other people. Looks like he might have been trying to find somebody to take with him, but at that point he abandons that issue, or that attempt, and gets up to leave.
Okay. Let's see. I could try to follow him, but he would immediately lose me. He's way too fast for that. So the question is, do I confront him or not? I do think I am going to head over and try to just quietly ask him what's wrong.
Wrong? Nothing's wrong.
You're leaving in an awful hurry. Is there anything I need to be concerned about?
No. New party.
Okay, well, I'll have to leave it at that then. All right, Sarah will nod and go back to what she was doing now.
Give me a perception alertness for Sarah.
Let's see. Do I have any penalties for alcohol?
Yes, we're gonna up the difficulty to 7.
Okay. Sarah has low alcohol tolerance, so she doubles any penalties from that, so I'm going to bump that up to an 8.
Okay.
And that'll be 0.
Okay.
Okay. I'll make a mental note that he was somewhere on Halloween night, but not going to follow up quite yet.
Holy cow, that's low. Okay.
It seems we are evenly matched.
Yes. Not long after that, Samara kind of walks over to you and gets kind of a little close. There's music and people talking, so it's not super easy to hear, but he seems to talk in a lower voice. What do you know about that one that just left?
Before I answer that, I saw you out the other day looking for the hiker, didn't I? At the cabin?
Give me... Let me see if he can... Alright, social feats.
What kind of... Wait, what skill was this?
Trying to figure it out.
Let's see. This isn't subterfuge, not really. Expression? Empathy? No, empathy is the reading people.
Okay, you roll perception subterfuge. He's gonna try manipulation subterfuge. Difficulty is 7.
Okay, is this an apparently friendly social role?
Apparently friendly.
Not to be mean, but remember nightmares too, if you didn't roll on it.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yep.
Me too. I
Oh,
should
roll
be
on mine
fine on
anyway.
those, but I'm fine.
I'm not sure. It's not hostile. I would say it's guarded, so not really friendly.
Okay. Alright, so difficulty 7, perception, subterfuge. And I'll spend a willpower on this. That'll be 4 successes.
Alright. You get that he's not being entirely forthcoming with you. I don't know if you saw me or not. I was out there.
Well,
Checked in at the camp, you know, got with a group.
and then later you split up from that group and you showed up, well, when we were rather in a rough spot, and I appreciate what you did. I also appreciate what you did on the shelter last week. But that one, he's... well, it wasn't his costume, but let's see. I can probably just say vampire. Saying this is the one night where calling someone a vampire, like, no, if someone overheard that, they wouldn't think it was strange. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that. Yeah, but that one, he's a vampire.
Okay. Dakota doesn't say anything. He seems to process that for a bit.
Should we go talk somewhere a bit quieter?
He glances around. I don't think there's any quieter in here.
Maybe we take a walk. Some night air might clear our heads.
He nods.
All right.
He starts to walk out, and lays a few dollars on the bar, not knowing if he's going to come back or not. So.
Yep. Sarah will do the same.
As he leaves, he seems to be on his guard, glancing around, but he doesn't seem to spend too much time looking at any one particular thing or area. Just kind of keeps his eyes moving.
All right. Well, this is too weird a night and too weird a place for me to judge him for doing that. So, yes. So, going back to what we were talking about earlier, he's a vampire. You're a werewolf, and I'm the one who keeps an eye out for everyone else.
Just introducing yourself.
He glances at you, kind of gives you the head to toe and back up appraisal. I don't know if I should be worried for me or you.
Not you. I.
That was more of a joke.
But, yes, I don't think you have anything to fear from me, even if I did set my. Even if I did have my sights set on doing anything about you. But I don't. I greatly appreciate what you've done, and, well, it's nice to run into some of the unexpected things of the world that aren't like the ones in the cabin.
At the mention of that, his mouth twists like in a silent snarl momentarily, and then he gets this look of disgust, and I don't know what those things were.
Those are the Walking Dead. There are more of them. You remember the Civil War reenactment a little while ago? One that went wrong?
I read about that.
That was them. Other ones of them. That was the first time I ever got involved, or the others.
The dead aren't supposed to walk. Well, vampires aren't supposed to walk either, but they've been doing so for who knows how long, but those things weren't them.
Yes. So what's your part in this? I'm here to watch out for the people who aren't like that, normal people. What's your part in all this? I know a little bit about the vampires, not nearly enough, but I don't know anything about what you are aside from what I've seen.
I look out for, this may sound cliche, but the natural world. It's not easy to explain without sounding like a madman, but
Oh, we're all mad down here.
are you familiar with religions and traditions that see spirits in all things?
A little. Probably not enough, but animism. So, is that true then?
Might be close. Yes, there are spirits and things, and the unnatural tends to corrupt and taint and destroy the spirits of the natural world. There are some that will take it to extremes, and anytime somebody tries to start a new building, they'll go out of their way to hinder it and disrupt it, but they're a little old-fashioned, I guess. We have to change with the world.
Yes, I understand. So, why did you approach me? You were concerned I might be getting mixed up with one of them without knowing the threat they pose?
Yes, he smells a little... He smells of decay, frankly.
Yes. Well, he's fresh. He was changed by another one of them a few weeks back, and he's still getting used to it. He killed one person when he first changed, but I've spoken to him, and he's determined not to repeat that. I believe him for now, but that doesn't mean I'm going to let him go without keeping an eye on what he's doing.
Give me a charisma plus alertness.
Let's see. Are you looking for intuition? That's for like reading. Or no. Intuition is for empathy. Is reading motives.
Yeah, this isn't necessarily empathy.
Okay.
It's noticing something, but emotional based. So.
Okay. Okay. So then, I'm guessing my motive. Does my trustworthy specialization apply?
No.
Okay.
What you may notice is regardless of how trustworthy you were. Difficulty 6.
That's 1.
You notice a look of what you would describe perhaps as sadness or regret when you mention the fact of killing somebody when he first changed. It quickly passes as soon as you passed on to the rest of your sentence there. His expression passed and normalized as well, but it was there.
Yes, I understand they lose control, and I don't want to. I think he deserves a chance to figure out who he is after that before we try to deal with him. A chance to be human, if he can.
He's nodding. I guess that's better than most get. We all lose control.
Sarah nods along at that. She is not going to make any point of acknowledging the fact that of acknowledging his sharing of that sentiment. What I am more concerned about is the one who changed him, who seems to not only did he do that horrifying, but he seems to be outside of even the laws of their kind.
I'm sorry, the laws of their kind?
Evidently they have rules. I won't pretend to understand them. But apparently him being changed wasn't supposed to happen, according to them.
So he's an outcast.
Yes. An outcast. I suppose that's a simple enough way to put it. You should be careful of... There's a woman, Demetria. She's another one of them. Far more powerful, far more dangerous. I don't know if she knows about me, but I think you should be very careful if you ever happen to cross paths with her.
With that, he kind of turns and through the long hair hanging over in front of his face, eyes you again. As to that, were your parents or grandparents perhaps my kind? It is not, or I guess more accurately, I should say the one with you. It is not often anybody can look upon us and not lose their mind, frankly. but some that share the blood sometimes can.
I do not believe there is anything unusual about my family. But that's not what I am. There is nothing in me other than humanity. It is the need of humanity to have protectors, to have those who watch out for them. That created me. I have been chosen to shelter the others to the best that I can.
He seems to process that a bit. What would this be? What ability do you think would apply to connecting the dots, I guess, for lack of a better term?
Connecting the dots. So what
of the whole your chosen type of thing. I'm thinking wits plus...
I got a cult? Or...
that might work.
Yeah, if he knows anything about... I don't know how much hunters are in occult lore, but...
No, but rumors of people that display some of these things might, among certain circles. Nothing at the moment. He nods. Oh, we are in interesting times, I guess.
I suspect we've always been in interesting times. It's only when you open your eyes that you see that all the boring parts are just pretending. So, is there anyone or anything I should be careful of?
He kind of glances vaguely in a direction that Sean might have gone in, I guess, as he says to that one. But if you think he's trustworthy...
I don't think he's trustworthy. I don't want to have to kill a scared kid who never asked for this yet. I want to give him a chance, but he is not trustworthy.
I understand. The dead, there are more like them, but he kind of shakes his head like, what? They live among us. They take kids to school. I don't know what to make of it.
Yes, I've seen some that knew what they were and were perfectly content to use that to kill others, and others who didn't even seem to acknowledge it.
It is a natural want to say that they need to die, but they're already dead, and yet doing something. How would anybody else take to that? That is something that, even dealing with vampires, at least with vampires, tend to decay faster than normal, and in some cases don't leave any evidence of their passing. The ones in the cabin were still there. They still looked like people. I had to get rid of them before the medics arrived.
Oh, good. We were very concerned when we called those paramedics that we might be sending people into their lair. But it seems like they got Stan out all right.
Was that the kid?
Yes, the hiker. It was... He seems to be okay. They haven't questioned us about any unusual circumstances of his being found yet. So, hopefully we're in the clear.
I did what I could for him, which isn't much, but...
It was plenty. We're there to do the rest. Well, if you ever encounter more of these problems and you need help, then let us know. I'm not sure what problems you could encounter that you couldn't tackle head on that we could, but
you might be
that
surprised.
is why. But that's why we're here. And
do you know a good lawyer?
Sarah's going to take a second to think about that one. Afraid not. So far, we've just tried to keep from being caught. Why? Have you gotten legal trouble, or just expecting to eventually?
Eventually.
Luck's got to run out sometime, huh?
Yeah, he kind of glances around, and as you guys are walking, and then flicks his eyes up to the corner of a nearby building that has a security camera. Those are starting to pop up more and more frequently.
Yes, that's going to be a problem for our line of work.
With a little knowledge, I can sometimes do something about it, but if I'm not aware that they're there... Well, I'm gonna head back. Be careful.
Yeah. You too. Hey, networking.
Give me a perception plus awareness.
Difficulty 6?
No, difficulty 7.
You're
right. That's 4.
That is enough for this. You see him go into a nearby alleyway, and just briefly he sweeps the wig out of his face and lowers his sunglasses that he had like on his head but up underneath the wig, I guess. And there's a brief shimmer and he disappears as he lowers the glasses onto his face. There's a slight shimmer and he's not there anymore.
Why does everyone get cooler shit than us? Whatever. Anyway. All right. Well, Sarah will head back to the party then.
You are back at the party.
Where demons have broken in and are currently planning a blood sacrifice.
Yes. Unless anybody else has anything to do, nothing else seems to happen.
You did not tell me what Fern is dressed as. See, that's important information.
Oh.
Or is that your choice as the player? Yeah.
Yeah, you are helping her.
I rolled and gave her a birthday, okay? She's a different December 1st birthday baby.
Let's see. At this time in 2002, she's what, 12?
10. She will be 11 in December on December 1st. And it's like, picked her birthday. She's almost there.
She is dressed like one of the Powerpuff Girls.
That's amazing. I'll go with it. That's awesome. I'm cool with that.
Perfection.
Yeah. So she would be officially in 5th grade. Ooh.
Yeah.
5th grader. Okay, cool. All right. Yeah. Yep. I'll just, kind of keep an eye out. But hopefully nothing weird is going to happen, so.
Give me Go ahead.
Is this our party catchphrase now? Hopefully nothing weird is going to happen.
Yes, that's what it is. Oh, I guess. Let me do the willpower check, I guess, just to
For your nightmares?
Sure. Yeah, just to make sure. With a 7, right?
I believe so.
Hey, a 1. Okay, I'm good.
Nothing weird seems to happen. She has a good time. She gets tired. She has lots of candy.
Yeah.
You are not abducted by aliens.
Yeah. See, the alien outfit was perfect. See? No. See, if I dressed up as vampires, we're bound to find one. But nope. I was like, not gonna happen. What day of the week are we on, anyways? Just so I'm clear on the date.
Thursday night, going into Friday morning.
We usually meet on Saturday, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Has anybody established better contacts with like current police events?
And what do you mean by that?
Like when something is happening, somebody that might call you to tip you off that something weird or new has happened?
Not yet. I have my one police officer, but I don't think we're there yet.
Okay.
Yeah. I think Daniel would be the closest, but I don't think he's there yet either. Then Sarah knows lots of people who aren't police.
On Friday morning, in the news, there is a report. Let's see, how conspiratorial would it be? Another body found drained of blood. Authorities are ignoring it, but this person, the reporter, seems to imply that there are vampires in town. Either that or strange Satanists that are killing people and collecting their blood for strange satanic rituals. More investigation is needed.
Both very reasonable guesses, honestly.
Yeah. To be fair, the Satanists are, that's probably way more believable by everybody here than the vampires one.
I mean, like one of the main real estate owners in town is a warlock, so also a reasonable guess. Wrong in this case, probably, but
yeah.
All right. Well, we need to talk to Sean about that. Because he said nothing was wrong, and now this shit has happened. And that's not good.
See, you should have followed that last night. It's your fault.
You saw the speed with which vampires traverse this city. I could have walked after him for about 45 seconds before A, he spotted me, and B,
just disappeared.
Yeah. There's All right. Well, yes.
Does it give a location as to where the body was, or no?
Yes, and doing some quick little mental math, it is down by the drug motel.
That makes more sense. It's a nice, easy target for people like that. Although they made it messy, they could have hidden it better. Jeez, what a bunch of losers. Trying to make our lives more difficult.
Oh, they're making their lives more difficult, I think. We'll see.
All right, I'm gonna put it. I guess should we meet on this one?
I think we need to just go ahead and talk to Sean as soon as possible. We need to find out who was. We need to find out whether he did this or whether this is the one who created him. So those seem like the most likely results or causes, I guess.
Okay. Sure. I guess that's me and you again, since we're the only two that I think Sean actually knows about, right?
Yes, and we're not revealing anyone else without very good reasons, I think.
Yeah. We should let Carl know that what we're doing, just so he's on alert, just in case things go bad.
Fair enough.
How many phone calls does it take for you to tell me that?
More than you would think.
See, a phone call is much easier than text messages.
All right.
Oh yeah. I guess we should, since we're going to approach. I guess we should roll our we have to roll our
thing every
again.
day. Nightmares.
Yeah. I need to boost my willpower.
I don't.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. I slept like a baby. See, look, no monsters the other day. Man, this is great. It was perfect. It was a great night. Look,
everything is fine.
Everything is fine. Wake up. Okay. Well, whatever. It was still a good night's sleep. Yeah. We'll let you. We'll let you know that we're going to talk to him about this. The potential of what he did last night. We don't know for sure if this was him or somebody else. And just in case things go bad, you might want to be, prepared. If Dr. Ezekiel wants to hang around in the area, he can be. But it's a Friday. I don't know. The class.
And most of my classes are Monday, Wednesday, Friday, so
We do after class.
Okay. And I think we're going in, like, during the day.
Yes.
That makes us feel better.
I mean, he'll probably be sleeping, but I mean, I'm assuming that's when they sleep, right? That's what I.
Yeah, if he's not at the apartment, then we're gonna need to figure things out.
Yeah. We'll do it at the ending part of the day, but it's still light out because he's more likely to be awake then. Because if we go in the middle of the day, he's just gonna be asleep. He's probably not even gonna answer the door.
Yep, you found out about this in the morning, so what would you do during the day then?
We're heading over during the day.
Well, no, but we don't want to. If we're there too early, that he's not even going to answer the door. It's going to be freaking bright daylight
Maybe.
out.
Yeah.
That's my point. He's
All
going to be asleep. All right, so we know a body's over here somewhere, right, by the hotel.
Yes.
We could swing by the area and just take a look around.
Sure. I mean, there's going to be a crime scene there, but we can check out the local vicinity. But,
I kind of feel for the location. Yeah, and so I'll kind of do more of a like right around the area, kind of notating how much of an area they have cordoned off for the crime scene.
Okay. When you guys get out there, doing a quick drive around, it looks like the crime scene itself is taken down. You don't really see any remains of police tape or anything.
Oh, they moved fast today.
This is not too far from the drug motel. There are several transients sleeping on the sidewalks, in alleys, stuff like that nearby.
They probably didn't want to stay long, and any evidence they had might have been corrupted already, depending on what it was. All right, let's go take a look around and see what they got. I'll find a good spot to park that's close by, so I can keep an eye on my car, and then and then take a walk into the area.
Come back, and all your hubcaps are missing. Yeah.
How do I keep losing? What is Sean's roommate's name again? Somebody has that written down, right?
On the board. Is it on the board or no? Yes, it's not.
It might be.
Ricardo Davalos.
I keep putting it in like a text or a handout, and I lose where I write it, so I'm putting it in his bio now. So I can remember that damn name.
All right. So Ricardo Davalos is out here, or
no? I was just trying to get his name in case you went to his apartment.
Okay.
All right, so you're down there. Yeah, doing a quick drive around. Some people notice you and watch you. Some people look frightened as they see a car around. Some people you presume might look expectantly, like, hey, we have a new customer showing up.
Yeah, just do that thing where you just like coolly ignore everybody, and if someone tries to approach you, give him like the stare down. He's not good at this, but he's gonna try. I don't think his intimidation skill is there yet. Does he have intimidation? I don't think so. Not
Well,
very
if you're
intimidating.
buying, you're going to be the one approaching them. So
Well, yeah, he's not. Yeah, so as long as no one approaches him, then he's fine.
but yeah, there's not a whole lot to tell from just driving around.
No, I'm getting out of the car and we're gonna go take a look.
Okay. Give me
So I'm gonna
then.
park since there is no like police tape. I'll park as close as I can get.
Yeah, there's no police tape. You can easily, after a few minutes of glancing around, because you don't know exactly where it happened, but there is a chalk outline.
Well, that's easy.
Let's see, is there investigation? Sounds like you
Yeah.
guys are going to investigate.
Yep, we're gonna see if they missed anything because they might have been moving really fast.
And they also
So we'll,
might have been looking for the wrong things.
True.
In that case,
So let's see. If I'm assisting, do we just like each roll independently, or?
yes.
Yes. Okay.
Was it perception?
Perception plus investigation.
Okay, it's a 6, right?
Yes.
I guess actually, could I do like perception occult or perception awareness? Since if I'm specifically looking for the supernatural things and leaving the mundane to him.
Yes, you can do perception awareness. This is an extended test, though, so it's going to take time and multiple successes before you have a better picture. Each investigation roll will account for 30 minutes of each of your time.
Okay.
So you can tell me how long you wish to keep going for and how long it's going to be taking.
Well,
Both got 2s.
2 each there. Not bad. And if it seems like there's still more to investigate, then I guess we continue.
Yep, seems like there's still more.
I got 4 on that one. See, first
Nice.
hour's looking pretty good.
That's 2.
Another
So we
2.
got 4 and 6.
Hour.
total.
Alright,
Oh.
so 6
Yeah.
for investigation and 4 for the awareness.
Mm-hmm.
And in that hour... Alright. Tell me what you are looking for.
Well,
Cody, you get 6 questions that are mundane and or crime related, and Sarah gets 4 that are supernatural related.
whoa, you're gonna ask for questions. Okay, now you're gonna have to make my brain work.
They can be general, you know.
Yeah. So first, I would look for something that the police missed in the, like, within the crime scene itself. Something that might have rolled underneath something or something like that. Like I would have been, if they were doing it quickly, they might have missed something that was, that was like rolled underneath a trash can or something of that nature. That's in the general vicinity before I like work my way outward a little bit more.
See, a good question to I don't know if this is something you could ask with yours, but like, was this like an accidental meeting, or was this some? Does it seem like the site was premeditated or pre-planned, Does it look like there was a chase here or
Oh,
anything
okay,
like
I
that?
see what you're saying. Okay.
Yeah, I'm wondering about.
Yeah.
Still trying to figure out what I'm going to.
I would probably also look, because we know the blood was drained out of them.
Well, let me answer your first question.
Yeah.
Things that may have been missed as you're walking around doing your investigation. You can see where the body eventually lay. You don't know any details about the body or the victim yet, but nearby you see a kind of near a dumpster, not underneath it, but near a dumpster. It looks as though there is a chalky footprint, shoe print nearby, and a bit of chalk smeared not from a shoe but from something else, kind of slightly under the dumpster. As though somebody with something on their hands and feet got close to a dumpster and may have scooped something up from underneath it.
But nothing under the dumpster at the moment, right?
No.
Okay. So chalky substance. It's interesting. Does the substance have like a smell to it? Is it actual chalk or like?
Hold on.
Is there a way for me to identify it? I have science.
It doesn't really have a smell to it, except maybe dust or dirt.
Okay.
I guess.
Yeah. He'll do like that whole like crime scene, take a sample of it or whatever, so that he can actually like see if he can figure out what it is later.
Send it to the lab.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Or give it to a random like chemistry major and see if they can figure out what it is. Yeah.
You got a school. Look at this. Yes, extra credit for the person that identifies this powder.
Well, you can use one of your other questions to look around and see if you can spot a likely source.
Yeah, I would. So I would look around and see if I can't find where this powder might have come from. Probably a little bit further outward than maybe what the crime scene investigators would have been looking as well. So.
Yep, you see, kind of a couple blocks down, a row of K-rails along the side of the road, with in various places several shoe marks, as though people hop up and over it a lot.
Oh, okay, gotcha. And it's got
one of those things that everybody's made the mistake of and leaned up against or sat on and then wish they hadn't.
Gotcha. Okay. That means he came here first and then moved to the scene. I'm thinking you could go to Owen for a
minute. I'm trying to think of was it just vampires here, or were there also Walking Dead, werewolves, anything else?
Are there claw marks? Are there like what's along the walls? Is there tufts of fur?
People mumbling about bear attacks.
Yeah. Oh yeah, maybe you could overhear a conversation or something.
I mean, some fraction of Sarah's investigation probably involves talking to people. She is a social monster.
The sense that you get is more... Your gut tells you there were no Walking Dead here, at least not involved with this.
I'm sure there are Walking Dead in this part of town, but not this particular incident. Okay. Can I get a sense of how old the vampires involved were? Like, are we looking at fledglings like Sean, or something more ancient and powerful like Demetria? Or a mixture, several?
No, that one I don't think you'd have any way of really telling the difference.
Okay.
That's not something that is easy to discern even amongst themselves.
Okay. What about, like, powers that were used here? Can I get a sense, like, were there people hypnotized to stay out of the way? Was there any, like, leaping between buildings going on, super strength and super speed being involved, or hordes of animals being summoned?
You can get the sense, and even looking around now, you get the sense that there are people that may have been hypnotized or had their mind affected somehow.
Okay.
Because looking around, you see a few people that are watching you eagerly or expectantly, but then there's several that are just kind of dazing off into space, and that may be substance related, but it seems a bit too planned or purposeful, I guess.
Okay. So, and it seems like a significant number of people? Or just like... Okay. So, whatever was here was able to use hypnotism and could do it on several people at once. That's good to know. Let's see. Okay, I need to get used to this whole other way of thinking for investigation. For asking the right questions. But let's see.
Here, let me bring you guys over here.
Oh, showing the area.
But that seems to be like the only supernatural power I can see any evidence of at this point.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, now that I know that the guy's got chopped, I'm going to see if I can't figure out where he went afterwards as well. Because if he's got chalk on his feet and stuff, then maybe I can find a trail. Since I know where he got the chalk from.
Yeah. The path, it's not very regular. There's not like a whole bunch of the stuff on his foot, but you can see faint traces that kind of
at least give me a direction of where he was heading.
Yeah, start to head south. I don't know if you can see the little marks there, but they begin to fade as it gets in this direction.
Okay. I don't follow too far without, because I wouldn't want to leave Sarah here. But I'll be like, okay, I'll kind of make a mental note of that. I need to follow those in a second. Let's see what other thing that I wanted to find out. So I got that.
The motel itself, if it matters, is off to the upper left in that direction. So this is not near a motel. It's kind of near...
Is it like in the street? Like, is the body actually like in the street?
Yes. Yep, it's in the street. It's kind of an abandoned strip mall. There's a few stores that, like a convenience store and a liquor store, but for the most part, most of the buildings are boarded up. There's bars on the doors and windows, like security gating that has not been opened in a while.
Yeah. Is there any blood at all stained on the area around the body? I'm just curious if he was injured beforehand or not.
There is a little, yes.
But not enough that would normally be a death thing. Got it.
No, not enough that seems like it would be from like a stab wound or a gunshot wound or anything like that. There's a little bit. There's also a little bit kind of near the body chalk line. That is
near the neck area?
No. It's like over here. That is old.
Older. Okay.
Like coagulated blood clot type.
Oh. Okay, so it's not old in the sense of like dry. It's just weird.
Yes.
Well, that's strange.
And it's heavily mixed with dirt and stuff, so you almost miss it at first.
So,
wait, is there any chalk around the body? With like the chalk footprints?
No.
How did he? Okay, I'm confused.
So the
Sarah?
chalk footprints might not have been our guy. Might not have been the perpetrator.
Maybe. There's no body around. There's no footprints around the body, but
tracking the footprints back, they follow this direction here.
Okay, I see. And then down.
And then down.
He could have just tossed the body. Maybe it wasn't even killed here.
Maybe
this was
maybe
just him dumping it. But why would he dump it in such a public area?
Now I'm wondering if this guy, the victim, was trying to hide something, tossed it under the dumpster, and then someone else retrieved it. Not the perpetrator.
Yeah, because there was something underneath the dumpster trying to get. So, yeah. Maybe the perpetrator left something behind and sent somebody else to get it.
Oh.
Maybe the person we're following, the footsteps, isn't the guy who did this. Let's follow these footprints. I want to see where they go. Oh, I still get more questions, so technically, don't I? I don't know what else I would have missed.
So okay, So that old blood he found, is that what vampire blood looks like? Was it a vampire injured here, or?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. We haven't seen a vampire bleed yet.
I'm asking that. I'm asking that as one of my two last questions here with my awareness.
Oh. Yeah, you've done a little research on vampire myths and mythologies and folklore and stuff, and one of them seems to indicate that vampires do still have blood in their system, even though it doesn't flow. So it could be.
Okay.
Maybe the vampire had to leave quickly because it got injured, and then sent one of his minions or something over here to fetch something that he had left.
If a vampire was injured here, that puts the level of disengagement a bit higher than we expected, I think.
Yeah, it may not be. Maybe. Yeah, maybe it was somebody hunting it.
All right, so you follow the footsteps.
Yeah, we're gonna follow the footsteps.
The footprints. It leads down and trails off. It kind of goes up and out of the street, And what you're looking at...
I would have taken my car, just to note. I'm not leaving my car there.
Okay, well, you're going to have to park your car. Because it kind of seems to be that it heads up into a park where there's a huge homeless camp. Or not huge, but several tents and stuff.
Well, I don't know. This looks like an uncomfortable situation to be in.
And that's probably aren't going to get much further with the tracks from there.
Yeah, I mean, we could go in there and see if anyone's got stuff on his shoes, but I don't know what we would do once we found them. And they could have just kept on going right through here too. Like they could not even be in there anymore.
Might have just done that for cover and then moved through.
I want to go in.
Let's see. Do I recognize anyone from like I've been like working at the homeless shelter for the last week or two. Do I recognize anybody who might recognize me? Or
you recognize a few people, yeah.
Okay. If I see someone I think I can strike up a conversation with, then I'm going to try to do that and ask them. Hey, there's we were looking for. Sure.
You see one person that has gone by the name of Gary at the shelter. He is kind of not in and among the tents, but just kind of sitting underneath a tree with his stuff kind of bundled up, kind of towards the front, I guess, of this encampment.
All right. I'm gonna walk over, give him a little wave, and hey Gary, how's it going? Are you doing all right?
Oh, Sabrina.
Sarah,
yes, Sarah. What are you doing out here?
Oh, well, we were looking for someone. I'm worried about them. I'm not sure if they're being hurt or there might be someone after them, maybe. But it looks like they were my friend over there. He's he does a little bit of investigation, and there were some footprints that led to the camp, and we were worried that someone might have been running from someone and going through here. I wanted to find them, see if we could help them. Were you here? Were you here last night, or do you know someone who might have been?
Yeah, I was here last night. I didn't see anything.
Okay. Well, we think they were running down from that direction, and they had some chalk on their shoes. I don't know if you can see, but there are a few footprints, and they were carrying something. You didn't see anyone who might have been like that?
I didn't see anything.
All right, Gary. Well, I'm going to find some other way to see if I can find them. Let's see if I can help them then. Do you know anyone else here who might be able to help me?
I didn't see anything.
All right, Gary.
I think we should leave.
That might be for the best. I'll see you at the shelter, Gary, yeah?
I didn't see anything.
Is this... Can I tell, is this hypnotism, or is this something else? Or is this just he doesn't want to talk to us?
No, his face is kind of blank at the moment.
Okay.
This
Okay.
is less him just not wanting to talk and more something else.
Let's see.
He seemed fine a moment ago, so I don't know if this is a trigger.
So this
thing.
was he was trying to remember, and then it hit him. So he was hypnotized while it was happening. Do I know anything from my research in vampires or my occult knowledge, like anything that could help reverse hypnotism or break someone out of it?
Give me an intelligence occult, but the difficulty will be a 9.
Does creativity apply here?
No.
Okay.
Nice move.
All right. 9. I will spend willpower on this. That will not get me out of the botch.
Nope.
Well, it gets you out of the botch, but it's still a failure.
Oh, okay. Oh, it just prevents the botch. Okay, okay. Check something real quick. I need to... No, okay. Insinuate only works on a supernatural creature then. I'll let Cody know. I think he's been hypnotized. I don't think he can tell us what he remembers. Do you think you can do anything about him, or?
For me, no. Sadly, I don't think so.
Do you have
probably
pinpoint, or what creed powers do you have right now?
does pinpoint do?
I mean, it gives you insight into the weaknesses of a supernatural creature, which I could see counting a way to bypass their hypnotism as a weakness. Maybe?
I mean, I do have pinpoint.
Delve would be really good right now.
Yeah, Delve would be super nice right now. I don't have it yet.
Yeah, Respire. I'd love to have Respire, when we had those people injured before, but here we are. We're little baby hunters.
No, I don't think pinpoint would work on this, would it? Because it's more for looking at creatures and getting
Yeah,
their weakness.
pinpoint wouldn't really. No effect
Yeah.
on mortals either.
Yeah. That's the no mortal one. No, I can't do that or anything like that. But we at least definitely know that something went through here. It confirms what we thought. Let's go ahead and get out of here, though. There might be too many eyes here.
We also know that what came through here probably was probably a vampire then, if he's hypnotized.
Yep.
All right.
I'll give his friend here a couple of bucks before we leave. There you go. Go get yourself some soup, dude. And then
and he didn't see anything, he says, as you hand him the money.
Yep. Sure. Nothing. So
I didn't see anything.
He did. It's true.
Well, yeah, he's gonna come out of that and have $2 in his pocket. It's all good. If someone doesn't steal it from him.
Well, I'll put that on the to research list. Ways to break hypnotism.
Okay. Yeah, I think we're done. I mean, I don't want to go wandering around this camp. I mean, it's daytime, but something feels off. And I think I prefer just to get out of here at this point. We've got enough information at this point.
Yep, that's fair.
So, all right, yep, we'll head out.
All right.
And we'll maybe grab lunch. Oh, yeah. I'm gonna grab Dr. Ezekiel and ask Carl if they want to meet for lunch before we go over to his house, because we have something to discuss. Let's not wait till Saturday, since we're all going to be meeting today anyway.
Yeah, fair enough.
So, yeah, We'll do like a little joint that's close to wherever the college is, kind of thing. So, since we're going to see him afterwards. Yeah. So you guys read the post. Oh yeah, Carl. I didn't want to say Carl, but you know what? I was fine with it. That's why I brought Carl in.
What?
We might have more hunters in the area.
Yeah.
They made a post about something that we already knew about, and I'll show them the post. I don't know if you saw it or not. Did you read it earlier?
I did not read it. No.
Yes.
Yeah, it's talking about the shooting at the that Sarah sort of interfered with, and
The one at the shelter?
yes.
Okay. What about it?
It says they thought their person Jimmy, which I believe is the shooter, believed he saw a vampire about to feed, like surveying for his next meal. He didn't say he was attacking anybody or anything like that. Just
didn't you talk about that already?
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, someone else posted on the board about it.
It was a hunter that was doing it, not just a
person. It was somebody who could see. Like,
but I don't understand why.
Because there's also another person, I guess, is his friend. So I don't know. Should we reach out to this person? I don't know how this works.
Why do you need to? What does it change?
It doesn't change any. I mean, knowing that there's another person in the town.
Well, it sounds like you just got confirmed one part of your story, but I mean, it was already something we already knew about, and like.
No, we didn't technically. We suspected.
Right.
Now it's
you
confirmed.
Got something confirmed that was suspected. That's what I said.
Yeah.
Essentially.
But the question is, do we want to reach out to them?
Why? To silence them? My truck. I've been following the corner. I can add this other person in to my rounds. We could track him down, find what his routine is, and then kill him.
Wait. There. Why would you?
They're a hunter. They're like us. Why would we kill them?
Are you missing what I'm trying to say?
Okay, I was not connecting the other two pieces of information. Sorry. How do you know this other person is a hunter?
They were on Hunter.net.
Posted on Hunter.net.
On the net, number one. Number two.
They could be
okay. Possible. But the way it was posted definitely makes it sound like they were working together as a team.
Okay. Okay, so
I can
understand sort of like, are you thinking about recruiting them or?
I don't know. I'm not sure exactly.
Sometimes we give you information before we have a plan, Carl.
Yeah, we don't know. This is why I'm saying I'm bringing it up so we could discuss what to do. That's what.
Post a reply on the board.
Okay. What should we say?
Yeah, it looked like that way to me too.
Okay, nice and simple. What's today's date, anyways? Just so I have it dated properly.
Today would be November 1st.
I mean, it'll be up to them to make the next move then. But I mean.
Okay, so something simple without giving out too much.
Yeah. If you want, you can throw in another detail from the event in the shelter.
Yeah, something to make it seem like it's a little bit more credible.
That might be up to Sarah. She was the one that was there. Sarah, why don't you do the posting then? Actually, you were the one there.
Yeah, sure. I can think of something to post there. once
Yeah.
I get back to my computer, as I am currently out and about and therefore do not have access to the internet.
You're like, I took a photo of it. This is the post. Yeah, exactly. Transcribed it on a notepad. That's probably actually he's old school. He would have transcribed it on. No, he didn't need to. He remembers it word for word. It's sad, but he does. Okay, good. Regarding the crime scene today, though, might as well let you know what we found out. It appears that the attack. It's hard to tell. They were in and out of there pretty quick. But it appears like maybe the vampire was injured in some way. We found a weird pool of like coagulated blood on the around the scene. Oh, I would have taken a sample of that too, just so you know. I take samples now.
Coagulated blood.
Yeah, we'll pull a little vial of it.
Does the blood of a vampire actually coagulate after he's eaten it?
Things we are learning.
I mean, like, vaguely sounds like spit up.
Maybe, but given the guy was drained of his blood, I don't think he'd be spitting up much blood.
No, I mean, like, if it was a vampire, right? And the vampire drained somebody of blood. If the vampire then spit up, right?
Oh,
that's what it sounds like to me.
I mean, I guess. Does that happen with vampires?
I don't know. That's what I was kind of wondering, right? Like, if they eat it and, like, immediately. But, I mean, you said this was, like, you said it was, like, near the drug hotel?
Yeah.
Okay, so that sounds even more likely to me. Because then, basically, vampire preys on somebody who has, like, drugs in their system or something like that. And then, like, throws up. And, like, leaves that mess on the ground, wherever it was. Right? I always kind of wondered what would happen if, like, a vampire, like, fed off of, like, an alcoholic or a drug.
Well, it also appears that he might, they might have dropped something at the scene and left it and sent someone back later to pick it up. We found a trail that did not look like it was from the assailant.
Okay.
In the area that seemed to grab something from underneath a dumpster and then take off with it, and we lost their trail down down into a homeless area.
Okay.
How
far much of the time frame have you narrowed this down to?
Like the time of day it happened, you mean?
Yeah.
I don't think we know that information. It has not been released to the public. We just know it was late last night.
Okay. I mean, because like if within a few hours, I can check the cameras to see whether or not like Sean and his roommate was involved.
Yeah. Oh well, we know. Well, actually, sorry, did you mention?
Sean was at a party at the castle last night. He left around midnight.
That's what I'm saying. Maybe his roommate was involved.
Yeah, that's possible. So yeah, we could check the cameras, see what time they came in.
Okay, fine. You could help me narrow it down. Otherwise, I'll just go through the footage.
Yeah, well, we know he left the castle at midnight, so it'd be sometime after midnight for him. We don't know about the roommate though. But I'm pretty sure this would have happened after midnight, but I'm not positive on that since we don't have a timeline.
So it could be Sean.
Yeah, I imagine it was probably done later though, after most people had either were too drunk to notice.
Okay. Well, I'll just start going through the night footage. But it would have helped if you could narrow it down further. But that's okay.
Oh yeah.
But
what was the name of
the homeless? When we ran into that homeless area, one of them seemed to be affected by
hypnotism.
What do you call it? Hypnotism.
Yes. Some vampires can do that. I didn't know any way to break it. I think he did know something, but trying to remember it scrambles his brain.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Joe. What was the name of the homeless man who got shot at the homeless shelter not too long ago?
His name?
Yeah, didn't have that one in my notes, but
Did we ever get a name for him?
No.
Did I recognize him at all? Or
No, because the body was carried away from you. You never actually saw the victim.
Okay.
Or more
Yeah,
than
I
it
don't
was
think we did.
in Dakota's arms as he was running towards the paramedics.
All right.
Okay, so how was the hypnotism relevant?
It just means that it would be a second vampire, or I guess it could have been him coming back to the same location. It could have been the same one just coming back, depending on the time frames. We'll have to figure that out later. But
I'm also not sure if Sean can do hypnotism, or if he can do it on that many people. I'm trying to figure out who it could
It
have
affected the whole castle event?
No, not at the castle. Near where the man died last night. There were several people affected by it.
Oh. Could they have been affected consecutively?
probably
It's
it
possible.
sounds like it was a trigger. Like anybody asking about something last night,
Actually-
it triggers them to not remember.
Have I ever seen Sean use hypnotism before?
No.
Okay. I've never seen Sean use that trick before. I don't know if that's. I know vampires are different. Some can do things that others can't.
Okay.
Right. So this could be our rogue vampire that is the one that created Sean in the first place.
Yeah. Or a strange vampire that came to town recently, or a newly made one. That sounds like the options are like wide open here. I'm just kind of suspicious of the one vampire we already know about, right?
Yeah, sure. All right,
Okay,
so
I'll check
as long as
the
we
footage.
can rule him out, then that'll be helpful. Then, yeah.
Okay, I'll check the footage.
We're going
Anything else
we're
you want me
going
to do?
we're going to talk to him about this. See what he knows, because I suspect he knows something.
Oh, okay. Go ahead. Oh, wait, you want me to be ready just in case something horrible happens? Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
we'll do.
Mhm.
Make sure I
he
got
doesn't know about you yet, but we're going to try to keep that quiet until necessary.
Oh, Ezekiel, do you know of any way to break hypnotism? We could get the full story out of.
Nothing's coming to mind.
Let's see.
Can we use
Can Ezekiel make a
to break
separate
hypnotism?
occult roll, or have I already blown our chance on that one?
He can make his own roll.
Okay.
What would that be?
Intelligence plus occult?
Intelligence plus occult.
Difficulty 9.
Let's see. Does where is the intelligence one? Is book smart help out as a specialty?
Yes. But the difficulty is still 9.
Okay. Oh. Right. So if it's a specialty that I have, do I roll that separate special?
Do the specialty roll, and that way it'll count any 10s.
Yeah. Okay.
had to get that one. You got the 1-9, but got the 1.
Yeah, so not a botch, but no success. You're not sure how to break hypnotism.
Okay, so you don't know. Okay. So you're gonna go talk to him now, or you're gonna wait, or what?
I think, well, if we can't do anything about that, then we should go ahead and talk to him now while it's still light out.
Okay. Before you walk over there, tell me how to get on this board thing again.
Well, you could go to www dot. Whatever.
I will write out the instructions for him.
Okay. I'll check out this post. Okay. I got my pipe wrench handy. It'll take me a few seconds to get over there, but I'm ready.
Okay. I don't expect anything to happen, but you never know.
You never do. All right, is someone having connection issues? Looks like
I
Jesse's having
always
some.
do.
You know, be really useful in situations like this. One of those big photography mylar reflectors.
Not sure I follow you on that one.
Just got to open the front door, shine the sunlight right down on them. You know.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I can see that.
It's an idea.
Yeah, for that one. Actually.
When Carl says that, by the way, you get the distinct impression he has spent entire nights pondering ideas.
That's a perfectly reasonable thing to do. Let's see.
It looks like Arca's on Discord. Is he not messaged you at all?
No?
Weird. Strange.
Jesse's computer got hacked by a vampire. He's trying to keep him out of the
Yeah.
loop.
Look,
He just
those
got
bruises.
a forced restart, so he should be back in a few minutes.
Can't stop the message, man.
Hack the planet.
Yeah. Look, we would just say that that Arca's like or Daniel's like super involved in writing that story about us saving the hiker. See, it's just in his room writing out this great story. It's gonna be like award-winning story.
It's gonna be fantastic. Best you ever read. We're all gonna be famous. Oh wait, shit. Huh?
One that leaves all of our names out. And that's what
good,
it will
Jesse.
be.
I can't hear you, Jesse, if you're talking. But good luck.
It doesn't like us.
All right.
It might need a few minutes. That could have been Discord just auto reconnecting, but when it wasn't ready yet.
Could be.
All right. Well, do you want to wait for him or keep going with going to find and talk to Sean? Actually, I should probably go to the bathroom right now, so I might just step away from it for that while we're waiting.
Do your thing.
Yeah. If you need a couple minutes right now, is probably a good time.
I just realized this glass of water with cranberry juice in it is probably very thematically appropriate for this game, but
Not for Sarah to be drinking.
no, for the one controlling Sarah to be drinking. As we are all puppets dancing on the strings.
All right. So you guys are going to Sean's apartment.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep, we sure are going to try doing that.
All right. All of you, just a couple of you that are known. What is the deal
Yeah.
here?
Just me and Sarah. The
Sarah and
others
I are the only
waiting
ones
in
going to
wing.
talk to him. Yeah, that one's.
All right. You get to the door. I presume you knock.
Yeah.
Yep.
20 seconds goes by. A minute goes by.
Knock again.
Say about another 30 seconds go by, and then you hear from the other side, who is it?
It's Sarah. And Cody.
Another 30 seconds goes by or so, and the door opens up a little bit. You can see that the chain is still attached, so the door opens up, like an inch or two. And you see Ricardo peeking out.
Hey, Ricardo. We need to talk about what happened last night. Is Sean in?
Yes and no.
In but sleeping?
Mm-hmm.
What do you mean, yes and no?
He is indisposed at the moment.
Right, well, then
Is he
we'll
okay?
talk to you. But, yeah, I'll let Cody talk.
Yeah. Is he okay?
Yes?
I think that's the first time I met him, right? Because I think, Sarah, you talked to this guy, but I've never seen him.
I think this is the first time either of you have met him. You guys have seen him, or at least some of you have seen him.
Do you know who we are? Did Sean tell you about us?
I know you're often seen in the library.
Right. Well, I'm not going to say too much in the hallway, but we know quite a bit about Sean. And we very much need to talk to him sooner rather than later.
He makes a somewhat exaggerated glance to look down at his wrist where there is no watch. It's like, well, if you know that much, you should know that now is not a good time.
I told you we were going to be too early.
And
wait, how long before the sun sets? I wouldn't have been that late. That's why I said it would be before the sun resets, but not so far away from it, because I knew this was going to happen. That's why I was trying to aim it closer to evening.
Probably got a half hour.
But before the sun. Okay. Oh, is he actually not get up at all until the sun goes down? I guess that makes sense.
Yes, and no offense, it's my job to make sure nobody gets in here until that happens.
It's fine.
Yeah,
I
fine.
understand.
We'll wait.
Yeah, let him know that we're waiting here for him.
And yeah, I guess I guess we'll go find somewhere to sit down and wait for a little while. That same bench.
The door
Not
closes.
awkward at all.
You hear the deadbolt, activate, so it locks and stuff.
Well, I guess it
Yeah,
was a
we
faint
just-
hope we'd be able to talk to him once the sun was up anyway.
It's fine. I'm not too concerned at this point. My gut says it wasn't him, but I could be wrong.
And you wait and wait, and then about 40 minutes later, Sarah, you get a text message that says, you may come back now, and it's from Sean.
All right, then I guess we'll come back now. Okay. Yeah, we'll head up, knock on the door again, and
Sean answers the door. He is dressed somewhat casually, I guess.
Makes sense.
He opens up the door and you may enter. Sitting on the side over there is Ricardo. He is wearing his typical, what did I say? I think it was like black leather jacket or something like that. While he is in the house, at his waist he has a pistol in a holster, and on his other waist he has a rather long looking Bowie knife.
Fancy.
And he is sitting on a stool kind of next to the kitchen, I guess. And he is watching you both warily.
all right. Well, I'm just going to go ahead and burn second sight now. I don't want to get caught by surprise with any kind of mind affecting nonsense during this.
Okay.
Oh yeah, and also, Cody, you might want to do your vision thingamajig at some point during this.
Yeah. Sure.
Important to see the future.
Important to see the future. Yes. Let's see the future.
You get visions of your horrible murder.
Yay!
That
That's
sounds
just
about right.
your mind being paranoid.
Oh yeah, you also rolled nightmares. Since it's
we
the
did
31st.
earlier.
Oh no, you did earlier. Okay. Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Yeah, that
We're
was
good there.
Thursday.
So that's 7. The difficulty 7. Right? Yeah.
Right.
Oh wait, I can do this. I could do the
can-
risking thing,
You
right?
can convict.
You can, yes.
Sure. Let's do 5. Let's go crazy on this one.
Holy cow.
All right, and then all right. So let's see. That's normally my brain just turned off of what I even said. 7. So it'd be 12. Okay.
Seems reasonable.
Wow, only 2 though. Wow, look at all of those ones. That is
Incredible.
horrific.
Wow.
Oh my god. I got just as many 10s as I got 1s. It's so sad.
You came somewhat close to losing 5 conviction.
I did.
Closer than
You
You
get
statistically ever should.
access to 2 rerolls, and you get your 5 plus 1 back.
Wait. All right. I got 2. Not work. Not. Let's hope this conversation just goes quick, and I don't have to worry about it. But go for it.
Yes.
Do your conversation.
All right. Do you know what happened last night?
No.
He just woke up, dude.
When?
Yeah, he just woke up, Sarah. Come on.
Uh,
Why don't you just ask him
What happened,
where he went after he left?
Where
Makes it simple.
where did you go after you left the castle?
I went to a party.
I would like to roll. I would like to roll empathy to try and figure out if he's hiding anything with that.
Yeah, I'll actually be more specific. Where was this party at? Like just general neighborhood wise.
The neighborhood. It was downtown.
Yeah. Did you eat?
At the party, yes.
No problems or incidences? Nobody saw?
It's very obvious. You don't have to roll. He is starting to get rather annoyed.
Calm down. You're probably clear.
What are you trying to figure out?
A man died last night.
There was another
drained of blood.
Yeah. There was another murder. We're just making sure. That's all. I didn't think it was you. But I wanted to rule you out quickly. That's all. No concerns.
Son of a...
Yeah. So
downtown?
No. Near
that's why
near the old motel. That area.
the drug area. You know it.
There was.
It didn't feel like your crowd in the first place. But I do have a curiosity question, because this is one that we were curious about. Like, if someone is on drugs or drunk or something like that, and you feed on them, does it taste weird to you? Does it make you sick? I don't know if it's ever happened to you. Just out of curiosity.
Sick? No. There is a slight transmission of the feeling, I guess.
If you were to drain them wholly, though, do you think that could potentially make someone sick?
Doubtful.
Okay. But it might have an increased effect.
Right now, I cannot drink alcohol without getting violently ill and having to empty my stomach. Same with eating. But there are stories, I guess, examples of people that were addicts before they changed, and the only way they can experience that again is to have a victim experiencing that. Not everything is as potent, I guess, as it once was that way.
Makes sense.
But other than
I found this. It's interesting. I pull out the blood sample. Remember, I told you I picked up some of the coagulated blood?
Mm-hmm.
I found this in like an old vial off to the side, and that's why I wasn't sure. It looks like, I don't know if someone got sick, spit it up. I don't know what coagulates blood, or is this an injury?
Do you hand it
Does
to
your
him?
Blood coagulate? Yeah, I'll show it to him. Mm-hmm.
He takes the vial. May I? As he looks like he wants to open it.
Yeah.
He opens it and he sniffs it, and he gets a moment of kind of like very momentary bliss on his face, and then he caps it again, kind of turns his head away so he's not looking at it, and kind of vaguely hands it out into your direction
Yep.
again.
Yep, I'll grab it. That didn't look good. What happened?
It's not from me, but it is definitely my kind.
Mm-hmm. Is it the one that turned you?
I don't know.
Did you tell? What's with the response? Is that like a normal response to the blood of your kind, or is there something unusual about this one?
Imagine how, if you had been in the desert for a month straight, you would look at a glass of water.
Oh.
That is kind of the effect.
Ooh, sorry. I didn't mean to put that effect on you.
It is.
Is there a reason why it's...
It is both so tempting and yet so revolting.
Is the reason why it's coagulated all like this? Is it like an injury, or is it more like they spit it out or something?
That is... He stops, walks into the kitchen, grabs a knife, comes back, and very suddenly, without anything, slices into his arm, making it like a 2-inch slice. Nothing seems to happen. He sets the knife down, and then he squeezes, and the same type of blood begins to be forced out through the wound a little bit. But it doesn't drip, it doesn't... That is the state of things within us.
So this couldn't have been just, even from a wound, it wouldn't bleed normally. It would be like have to be squeezed or pushed out, or a wound of great force.
It needs to be a severe injury. The one who did
severe.
this.
Bullets can do that. They, if there's an exit wound, they'll take a little bit with them, I guess.
Okay, but something with force, basically, in the sense of
shot. Yeah. Yes, presumably.
At the site of this, there were a large number of people who appear to have been hypnotized. They couldn't think clearly about the events of the previous night. Do you know how to break that? How we might find out what they know?
Yeah, because if you could tell us, I don't know if that's an ability of yours, but if you could tell us how to break it, that would be useful.
As far as I know, time or killing the one who did it.
Okay, well. I'm gonna guess time probably depends on the strength of the one that did it.
By the time it wears off, chances are anything they could have told us will be useful and useless anyway, or they may have just forgotten on their own. Right.
Yeah.
Well,
a very useful skill.
Do you know if your sire had that ability, or are there any others in the city who are particularly capable? There were a significant number of people who seemed to be affected.
No, for certain, no. Demetria might.
Probably a good guess.
I think she is strong enough. The one who did this to me, I don't even know who it is, so I don't know what they can do. But
right.
I've been told that much of what they can do is passed down to the one who those they make.
Have
And
you ever been able
I
to do this
can't.
to any extent?
No.
No. So
Well,
we
that
know
leaves
you have
us
the
with more than
speed.
one we need to find.
Let's see, wait. We know you have the normal speed and stuff, right? But I think that's pretty much the same for most. Is there a unique skill that you have? Not to try and give away, but it would be also useful hunting your sire.
Oh,
I mean,
speed is not normal amongst us.
Oh, okay. So that would be your unique, probably, that you got from your sire.
That and strength.
Okay. So just more of a physical enhancement. Interesting.
Some of the ones I know
Okay.
would be mind control, enhanced durability, to where even gunshots might not affect them.
Yeah, fair enough.
I have been told that some of the more nasty abilities involve being able to travel within shadows and have shadows attack you as though they were physical.
Look.
well,
But
that's
unfortunately, most will keep what they can do close to the hip, if you know what I mean.
No, I understand that. Is it possible that it's something that you might pick up later? Like, or is it sort of like created and you pretty much know what you can do?
If the one who left your sample is the one who did it, I might be able to learn that ability by consuming that sample.
No, not necessary. I think we'll keep that to a last resort.
Yeah, it's dangerous also because the blood also comes with a bit of what is the word? Loyalty to the donor, I guess.
Oh, no, we don't want that for you.
Sarah shudders
You're
slightly.
doing fine on your own, and we appreciate it.
If that is from the one who made me, I am already a bit under their control if they wished to exert it, and any more sampling would just strengthen that. So it's not something I would like to do.
We do appreciate your help, and I apologize if this came off as accusing you immediately. We were just wanted to clear your name because and that way we can move on to just asking for your help like you did, and we appreciate you helping.
Oh, it's much easier to just ask.
It is. We will be more straightforward next time with you.
There may be things I can't tell you in the future, but what I can tell you, I will.
I'm sure Demetria knows something about this, but it seems unlikely to me that we'll be finding any of that out. Do you agree?
Yes, she may know something about that. She was at the party until, I would guess, 4 a.m.?
I don't suspect her personally. A back alley scuffle seems far away from her.
Yeah.
But
definitely not her style. Yes.
But she might know more about the ones who did. Well, it seems we'll probably need to use some other means to try and locate the perpetrator then.
Just because I have my role anyways, I do want to make sure that I don't feel like he's hiding anything. I'm going to do it anyway.
I would also like to make one just in general for the conversation, but yeah.
Yeah. Do I feel like he's been overall forefront with everything? Not to say that he isn't hiding some things, but just as far as the answers he did give us.
Give me a charisma empathy.
Difficulty?
6.
We're gonna call that a
Jeez.
3.
Okay. Aha! I need to work on my empathy because all I got is charisma. One, sure. Do the reroll on this one. See if I get better than a 1. Probably not. I'm using the dice, darn it. Hey, I got a 2. Look at that.
Ah, nice. I got a 9.
Yeah. He doesn't
Word.
seem to be showing any of the signs as if he's trying to hide anything.
Okay.
You don't get the sense that he was lying about anything.
Yeah, he seemed pretty forthcoming, but we let the dice decide these things.
And at this point, he's like, "Was that it? Because I need to get to class."
Oh,
Yes, of course.
Get to class. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Sean.
Anytime.
Yep. Be
then-
safe out there.
And the whole time, Ricardo is sitting on the stool, one hand close to the gun, one hand close to the knife hilt. But he doesn't make a move or anything.
I give him a nod of kind of like that respect nod of him doing a good job. And then, that kind of thing.
As Sean is finishing getting ready for class, Ricardo will stand up and walk towards the door to see you guys out.
And we will go and figure out some other way to track this guy.
Yep.
Sarah, you get a very grainy text message with a picture. I wonder if I can add grain in Paint.
Where's the filter for real shitty photograph?
I will send a message to Carl and Dr. Ezekiel saying we're all good, no issues. He's clear. There you go. That's what you get. Nice and simple to the point.
Yeah, Ricardo's name is on there.
It is from a number you don't recognize. The text message says, "Thought you should see this." And on this is not the exact picture that you get, but it is kind of part of this image.
Oh, okay. So we get a grainy version of this picture, basically.
Yeah, you get a grainy version. It's taken in the shadow. It was taken at night. There is a backlight, not from a flash, but like there was other light in the area on it.
Okay.
And it just says, "Thought you should know."
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
And then right after that, another text message comes through saying, "I didn't see anything."
Okay. Oh, I had second sight on during that conversation with Sean. Does that you can't see anything in photographs with that, can you?
No.
Okay, fair enough.
Oh, was Ricardo normal then?
Ricardo has like a
Ricardo.
he has like a veins effect, right?
Yeah.
He said possible goal. Well, was it the same the second time around? We were trying to figure this out. Did he get the same effect?
Yes, it was pretty much the same effect.
Okay. So some consistency per person, but like with you seeing the same person. Interesting. Okay. Testing how consistent our second sight is.
Yeah. Yep. All right. Okay. Okay. So we have a picture, probably from Gary somehow. All right.
Hey, see, I gave him those $2. That was memorable for him.
He found the $2 and he's just like, I got to do something about that.
Yeah.
Need to find some way to help.
So does that mean he might have taken a picture of this person as they passed by? Would this be the picture
Yeah.
of the person? Wait, is it 2 people? Am I confused by this? I see 2 pictures. That's why.
Oh, that's
It's,
Dakota. Right?
Oh,
No.
good. You just put
who
next
was
to it. No,
I
Who
think
was
that's
that?
I think that's Dakota. I should have.
we didn't label Dakota. I think that's the problem.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I think all these other people are actually labeled, right?
Yes. Yes.
Unless that's our warlock dude friend.
No.
No, it might have been Mark.
Okay. If it's not him, then yeah, it might be Dakota then. Although we should probably put the warlock on the board at some point too. Okay. All right. So that you just put it right next to it, so I didn't know if they were related. That's why I was confused for a second. Okay.
Oh, I was just I put
All
it
right,
next to it
so
so I
we
can get the same size relatively.
Oh, I see. Okay. So it's a female figure is the best that we could probably figure out with the grainy photo.
Yeah. Female, long dark
Okay.
hair. And in a weird sort of way, it does look like how Dakota was dressed for his Halloween costume.
Oh, from the ring. Okay. Okay. Well. All right.
Okay. I was going to say this. I guess it could be the victim depending on what happened, but probably not. It's probably the one that ran through it. So it's a female. Well, that's interesting.
Okay. So, and I guess my I'm not able to recognize them. I'm not able to recognize them with my good recognition. I haven't seen them at the shelter. Haven't seen them at the college or anything like that.
No.
Okay. All right. Well then, I guess we need to. Oh, you're the private eye. How do we find people? We've got a picture. That should help, right?
Depends. Depends. We could try looking without having more background than just a
First of all,
picture.
yeah, we should probably like meet up with Carl and Ezekiel and let them know what we learned, that Sean's powers are speed and strength, and he's not the hypnotist, and his sire isn't the hypnotist. Demetria, he saw her at the time.
We'll do a dinner thing.
All right.
Dinner at Carl's house. We'll order pizza. Carl,
sure you want to go to Carl's house? You might not come out again.
Yeah, are you there?
I'm here.
Yeah, so.
But I'm not going to say anything until you actually go to Carl.
All right, yeah.
We're going to your house.
Carl and Ezekiel and meet up for dinner.
So I'll knock on Carl's door.
Okay. I'm looking over in the direction of Sean's apartment. Is Sean like somebody in the window watching them come over to my place?
Oh wait, we wouldn't go there because that would make way too loud.
Yeah.
Let's. My brain.
Text Carl and go someplace if he walks away.
Yes, we'll text Carl,
Yes.
say, hey, let's go grab dinner so we can talk about what we found out.
Okay.
And we'll I don't know, someplace. This is not my area.
The place with the thing. Let's go there.
We'll find a restaurant that is not too busy on a Friday night. I don't know, some dive bar or something.
So not a very good one is what I'm hearing.
Yeah, not a good restaurant.
That shouldn't be too hard. Okay.
Probably wouldn't be hard at all.
Okay. I mean, I'll meet up with another place.
Yep.
Probably Chinese.
We'll find the most deserted restaurant there is, and that's where we're eating. We might get food poisoning, but that's okay.
And Carl's registration to the site has been approved.
Yeah, but I got trapped in some activation survey thingy that, frankly, I gave up on trying to read anything.
No, you should now be able to go through without that, I think. I had to manually add you to the group.
Try again a little bit here. I just still starting from the first time. So I show up.
All right. So
Jesse, are you there?
Yeah, I'm
You've
here.
been quiet too. No, I said Jesse.
I'm here.
all right. So it wasn't Sean. For the one thing, he was downtown at the time. So was Demetria. And on the other hand, he doesn't have the power of hypnotism. He has his enhanced speed and strength, which also rules out his sire.
Yeah.
And
Apparently, their sires, they inherit a lot of their powers from their sires. So
yes, they inherit the power. He also suspected he could gain the power by consuming some of the blood of the other one, but that would also give whoever it was some power over him. Very
decided against that.
concerning, very strange.
Okay, so assuming we take Sean at his word, it's got to be like another vampire, right? Do we know if it was
It sounds like.
someone was feeding on a drug addict, or they were like surprised and threw up the blood afterwards? What is it? Do we know?
So it sounds like this is an injury.
Okay, so
and he even
whatever-
showed us an example that.
So whoever the vampire was feeding on fought back and caused a little bit of a mess.
Yeah, and it had to be with some pretty good force. Like he showed us, he even injured himself to show that he had to a cut isn't going to bleed. It's going to be like something that's going to puncture and shoot out the other end that shoots this blood across. So it has to be with pretty good force.
I also got a message. I'm not sure if it's from Gary or not, but it was this face. Does anyone recognize this woman? Anyone seen her before?
I'm going to assume that I don't recognize her.
Yeah.
I've already looked at it.
Nobody
I have my memory, so
yeah, nobody recognizes her from that image.
it's a bit too
Okay.
grainy to get much.
Yeah, not only that, it's if you have seen the person, it was like in passing briefly with no reason to even take note of it.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Well, but I think this gives us a lead if we can figure out some way to follow up on it.
Like who this girl is. I mean, we do have Demetria, but I don't think any of us want to approach her.
Absolutely not. She is far too dangerous for me to even want her to know that I exist.
Why would we approach her anyway?
Because she would probably know something.
Well, I mean,
He
like,
probably knows. Oh,
if she knows who like Sean's sire is, she would presumably their relationship would mean she would tell him, right? So, like, what other? I don't understand why you would suspect her of knowing even more about this. Do you have any connection with?
She's a powerful and I assume well-connected vampire. I think it's her business to know
might
what other
know other
vampires are
vampires.
doing in this city.
Yeah, but she didn't know. She didn't know Sean would have been made, right? Until it happened.
Yes, but I'm not saying that she would know everything. I'm saying that that was
okay.
at least a possibility.
The question I'm asking is, right? Presumably, like she's not like omniscient about everything vampire related. She probably is connected enough with the local vampire community, and presumably knows some of them personally, and maybe owes favors back and forth and whatnot. But I mean, like, presumably this is an outsider of some kind, causing problems that probably she doesn't want attention called to, right?
Well, that is one assumption we could make about this. Right. Or maybe she had one of her people doing something there.
I'm not saying she doesn't know. I'm just saying until you get a connection, I don't see what.
I'm not assuming she knows. I'm saying it was just a possibility. That's all. I'm not making some assumptions here.
Okay, because I'm like right now I'm mainly thinking like where does any connection lie from here, right? What can we find that connects to something else? I'm thinking like maybe the blood can be typed or tested.
I mean,
but then where could we cross-reference that information, even if any useful results did come out of the testing?
Yeah, I don't know either.
Okay,
I'm considering.
Right. Also, we don't know that blood type matches. Like, it's not going to match the person.
They might have a few blood types sloshing around in there, I guess.
Yeah, exactly.
The best bet I can think of is we could possibly ask Martin. He seems to be good at finding things by chance, but I would very much prefer not to get him involved in this. This seems extremely dangerous for someone like him, and especially considering there seems to be mesmerism, maybe even mind control going on. Having anyone around who could be turned against us seems unwise. The other person we might be able to ask is Dakota, the werewolf who helped against the Walking Dead. I spoke to him last night. He has no particular love of vampires, and perhaps he might be able to track them by scent.
By smell.
He seems to be able to smell the undead, and he might be amenable to helping us find this person. This thing.
That is an idea.
I can't think of anything we can do with the photograph alone, but perhaps with the help of one of those two, we could know what we're looking for when we find it. Thoughts, opinions? Anyone prefer one over the other?
Not really.
I don't know.
It's late. We're all tired. All right.
We don't. Well, I can only think that like maybe we need somebody with better investigation skills.
It's not investigation skills that are our problem. It's our just lack of leads.
Right.
Like,
saying,
we have a picture. That's
like the crime scene, right? Like, I doubt that you got everything you could from that place. I bet we're missing something.
Well,
and I don't know how to get it.
The police were already there, so they scoured a lot of it. So we don't have access to a ton of things because the police were there first.
True.
So
the witnesses being hypnotized makes things difficult.
Yeah, their memories were wiped, which probably the police realized that they weren't getting anything out of them either. So
can the warlock tell us something about the hypnotizing effect?
Maybe. I wonder if he could break it even.
Because he mind controls people too, right?
He seems to have some kind of effects that influence the mind. All right,
that's the best connection I can think of right now. Beyond, like, trying to find somebody that can, like, analyze the crime scene better.
What I would need to get access to is what the police found at the crime scene. That would be helpful.
Do you think Glenn would give you any information, or is this too hard to bring up?
No. Might be able to float it to him. We'll see what he's doing. He might be on this, but maybe not. They've been taking things away from him when you have these unusual cases.
We might see a few coroners without memory soon.
Yeah, let me I'll get in touch with him though. We'll see what he's got. Maybe he can give me some intel.
All right. I think I'll talk to Martin and see if he knows of any way if he might be able to lift the hypnotism on some of these people, so we could get some real information out of the scene. And perhaps if he has any way to locate this person, but I don't want him coming with us. That seems very dangerous. All right.
Agreed.
All right. It seems like we've got a couple of things to try.
We got plans.
We got plans is a strong word for what we have now. We have ideas.
Ideas.
All right. It's getting kind of late, so I'm wondering if these might be things that we do next time, and just make sure we have the plans recorded so we can get started fast next time, or we want to try to do some of this tonight.
See, I can modify my pending document.
Yeah, because I think I'll just trying to think, how would I word the message to Detective Glenn?
Actually, I can add you guys to the pending document.
Because there's nothing on it that's spoilery.
No, it was general stuff, and the let's see, Rockwell announced public interest.
Oh yeah, the warlock who's slowly taking control of the city. Maybe we should investigate that at some point.
Detective Glenn was looking into Deputy Jody, but Cody has already heard that report.
Yep, I already got that one.
But that's in my GM notes. But you guys can modify the player section and add your own pending stuff.
Oh, pending. Cool. Okay.
That way it is saved and there for next time. And I'm not going to lose it because I know where it is. Maybe I should add Ricardo's name to that document too.
Just add him to every document.
Yeah.
That way.
I don't know why that name disappears so much.
Well, clearly not important. That's why he's just some dead dude. It's fine.
Let's see, and I will modify my calendar. You guys investigated the crime scene, found some stuff, talked to people. Everybody at this point, refresh your willpower and add 1 conviction. And gain 4 experience points.
I still haven't spent the stuff from last time. We'll figure out how to deal with that. Probably about to need it very soon.
I spent it at the very beginning of the thing. So.
I'm 1 point short of being able to raise my perception to 4. Which, I do roll perception a lot, but maybe also I should be diversifying my portfolio here.
I could boost my stamina up now. I have enough points.
I'm kind of tempted to, specialize Sarah a whole lot into like occult and awareness specifically, like being bad at regular investigation stuff, but just specifically being good at the occult things. I don't want to step on Dr. Ezekiel's toes too much with the occult if you want to be going for that, but
Oh, it's okay. I mean, it's not a bad idea to have people overlapping.
yeah,
The more the merrier. Hey, look, I put a couple of points in occult, so it's fine. Mostly because he's been reading more. He's been borrowing your books, Doctor. Like, can I read this? And this? And this?
Yeah, you subscribe to the Vampires Quarterly magazine that we've been publishing.
Yeah, yeah. Like, he's like that fast reader. Like, he'll finish like this gigantic book in like 2 days, and you're just like, what the hell, dude?
Let's see, what is...
The power of the eidetic memory.
And
Okay.
a little bit of cross-examination or independent verification. The location of that crime scene is where the coroner went to when Carl was tailing him.
Oh, okay.
Oh, so that helps a timeline then.
Yes.
A little bit better, at least.
You were
Yeah.
asking for a timeline. Yeah. So you know what time that was. Wherever that time was.
That happened.
What was that?
Yeah.
Kind of when Carl followed him there, it was before midnight.
Oh.
Yeah,
Okay,
but
so it did
I was,
happen much earlier.
yeah, but I wanted the timeline to compare it to like Sean. So now that I don't need to do that, the time is less useful.
Yeah. But it's verification. Sean left the party at the castle around midnight.
Okay. So, but it does give me an idea of when they cleaned everything up and stuff. That's
Yep.
interesting. Okay. Interesting. Okay. I can cash in my conviction, right? Is this how this works?
You have 10?
I do. Actually, I have 10 before you give me the extra one.
Oh.
Remember, I got 10 when I did the
you
thing.
you can
so I
actually
didn't know
like
how to-
cash
how to-
in immediately. That's not like a between session
Yeah.
thing. It's instantaneous.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay,
You
I
can-
would have cashed in immediately then. Yeah.
Yeah, you can cash in whenever you want. Because I'm giving you one, you can cash in beforehand and then take the one after.
Okay.
So what you
Cool.
can do
All right.
is assign a point to any of your virtues.
Okay. So, and it goes down to my starting, and then I add one from there, right?
Yes.
For the new conviction. Okay. So it's B4 now. Okay. All right. Oh, do I want to keep on going? So, yeah, if I keep going up in vision, I can't get in another power until I have 3 points,
Yep.
right?
Yep. It takes a long while to get that third power.
Yeah. How
Yeah.
many? So this would be your
'Cause
fourth
I have-
point in vision.
Correct. Yeah, if I did a point in vision, it would be my fourth
Yeah.
point. Right.
So that would give you 1 free point to buy a power with, and you need 3. Unless you wanted to buy the 1 point rank in the vision book, which I don't think you were too impressed with.
Yeah, it was weird, right? Which one was that? There was something about it.
Like it's like the whole team leader build type thing.
Yeah. Oh, here it is. There's the book. Let me pull it up again.
No, yeah, that's the level 2 is the symbol that like calls any hunters within a mile. I mean, that would be handy, like, exactly now for, like, we have these hunters who are out in the loose somewhere, and maybe that'd be a way to contact them. But it seems like there's other ways to do that.
Like we have a message board.
Yeah. We just have a message board.
Yeah, I guess if we're really screwed, I can do a call out, but that's just kind of weird. That feels like they've just been running back to their deaths as well, so it's pretty helpful.
All right. So we're calling it here for tonight.
Yeah, and then what is 2 weeks? August
14th?
11th. I don't know of anything at the moment that would get in the way of that.
All right. Neither do
Oh,
I.
it's focus. The hunt can take its role, repeated defeats.
So if anything changes that would get in the way of the 11th, I shall let you know. And until then, thanks for hanging out. Hope everybody had fun. The plot is thickening.
Yeah.
It's going to be a good ruse soon.
Gonna have to kill a vampire soon, if we can find him.